What's going on, everybody? Hope you had a good 4th of July. Chris from Jersey Digs here, on my lonesome, no pull tab to my side today. Changed it up from the beaches. Well, I went to the beach, and it was just entirely too packed. I couldn't even move this old swing pup around without bumping into somebody. So I figured I'd come to a park where the sun is beating down. It is hotter than hell. And see what we can do here. So for those of you who are familiar with my videos, this is Old Reliable. This place has been home to good handful of gold rings so far, bunch of silver, coins, jewelry, you name it, and more clad than a Coinstar can handle. But I'm here today in search of gold. This place is, it's funny, it just never seems to end. So we started with high tones here way back when we were new to detecting, pulled out all the silver basically, and just worked our way lower and lower through the tones. So I'm gonna start right along this this shady area here and start pulling out low tones. The last time I was here, I pulled out a nice ring. Wasn't even recording that day, just came here to just pick around for an hour. Let me turn this detector on and get started. Hope you enjoy the watch today. See you on the first dig. All right, first signal of the day. Before I get into this signal, this video is gonna get edited immensely because this ground is rock solid. I'm gonna just pretty much work the ground as much as I can. But I have a 26. Let me get this sucker out. Yeah, I can't even get my shovel in there. But we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But you're probably gonna have to see some real good editing skills in just a moment. And poof, just like that, the hole's open. And my signal looks like it's right here, I think. We have a button of sorts. Okay, so first low tone of the day. Not a good low tone to be expected. My gosh, it's so hot. I don't know how long I'm lasting, but I'm gonna try to get at least 20 or 30 signals out of the ground today. That's the goal. Next dig. Okay, next signal on deck is a pretty good sounding 28, 29. It's so crazy going through here after all of our time detecting it. There's barely any clad signals left. And there was so much. Like, I'm trying to look for a coin tone and I'm trying to get an idea of areas we haven't really gone over, but we really hit it all. Minus the low tones, that is, you know. But this ground is going to make it awfully difficult to recover 30 signals. So plugs out. 30. Pouring sweat. It's been like 8 minutes. Don't be a pull tab. Oh, it'll be even worse. Pencil eraser. It is a low tone reality day. It's not all gold and silver, everyone. Next. Decent sounding 14, 15. And like I said, we really haven't toyed with the teens here. So the other day when we came, I was digging out the 15s and poof, one was a gold ring. So I've been thinking about this place like, oh, I gotta get back here. But digging is so tough. Opening that up. And my next low tone find is whatever that is. Junk. Whew, next dig. Okay. On the board with a 21, 22. I like it. Oh, and that ground's a little softer as well. Very nice. But it is no joke out here. We just had rain. Like, it just rained and I was like, oh, it's gonna be cooler. It is not cooler. It is just so much more humid. Right down there. Nice solid 20. And I'm not gonna be able to escape him. It's a pencil eraser on steroids. It's the biggest pencil eraser I've ever gotten. And I've dug hundreds of these. All right, next dig. Okay, I found a rarity at this site. And that's a high tone. Nice 50, so hopefully this indicates to me that I haven't really detected over here. And it's quote unquote virgin land. By the way, update on the naked guy at the beach. I've seen a few articles now on Facebook of people complaining about him. Apparently he's been harassing a lot of people. So I don't know what's going on with that or why he's not been arrested, but you know, it sounds doesn't sound too good for him. right in the wall. Doesn't seem deep enough to be silver, so I'll just kind of hopefully poke it out of here. There it is. Look at that. We got a George. Curious on the date. You know, we pulled a lot of silvers here in the day. 19... I can't see it. 75, maybe 65. If it's 65, I'll be upset. Not even. 1988. George, next dig. Got a surface 40. Sounding pretty good. Probably a penny, but it just goes to show I wasn't here. But yeah, back to pantsless guy. He wasn't naked. He was wearing a thong, and I just thought he was naked. I mean, he was close enough. Look at this ground just falling apart. Modern Abraham, sweating, so hot. I don't know how many signals I'm at so far, but I don't think I'm anywhere near 30. Next dig. So more high tones, and this one's ringing real high. Like, I'd go as far to say like silver ring or $half territory if it's something good. But I have a 54, and I'm telling you folks, you are seeing a rare occasion at this site these days. Has a little weird chirp at the end of it, and of course the ground is going to be harder than a rock. There we go. I got a little leverage there, but this ground is tough. Yeah, if you see drops of stuff, it's not rain. That is me drenched, digging holes right there. Is it gonna be something doofy? Yeah, it's gonna be something doofy. It looks like, I don't even know, a nice piece of something that sounded good. Next dig. Got myself nice shallow 32. Now, it's everyone's favorite game. Is this low tone gonna be anything? Probably not. And this is what makes digging low tone so difficult, is they're just not predictable at all. Like, if you're detecting a spot, you can really figure out like what's a coin tone for the most part. Why is that still in there? That wasn't that deep. See, now I think it's nothing, because why was that so deep when it was only like 2 inches? Yep. A little bit of nothing sauce. Can. Next dig. All right, so I have a very similar signal to my last one. Right next to it. Maybe a little tinier. 29, 30, 31. 3, 2, 1, struggle! Sorry, it probably looks like an earthquake every time I'm trying to dig these plugs. Get in there. And out. But yeah, that's the... Oh boy, I think I got something. Whew. I think hopefully it's worth it. Right next to my my soda can. I wonder if this is gonna be silver. But this is a big old chain if it's gonna be silver. At a 32, there's potential for it. There's definitely potential for it. It's wiping off pretty well. Huh. Was not expecting this to come out of the hole. I'm gonna see if I can find the clasp. I was expecting more of a soda can. That's why I am completely unenthusiastic about my potential big old honkin' silver chain I just dug out of the ground. But I am exhausted. It is so hot. I'm like struggling to talk and make a YouTube video at the same time. But this is a pretty chain. It's got some character to it. A little bit of class. But the clasp is gone. Or maybe it wasn't a clasp. Maybe it just kind of went in like that. That is a unique clasp. I'm not going to lie. I've never seen one of those before. But this is cleaning off awfully well. Let's see if I have any juice in the old sprayer. See if I can give this a good cleaning. That water's like bleeding hot from being in my car. I don't know, folks. That has that has some potential. So I'd really go as far to say that I'm detecting an area that I haven't detected before, but I would really think that's silver. It's going to take me a bit to look for a marking. There's no like regular clasp, so I don't really see anything. There might be something right there. Be silver. That would be a day maker. Am I lucky enough? Let's get a zoom. I don't know. I think I might see silver in there. 925? No. Yeah, I think I got myself some silver. I think it's silver. I think that says 925 in there, but my eyesight is failing me right now. Note to self, go get some not sunglasses, I have sunglasses on, but go get some real glasses. But talk about a hefty chain. I like to guess the weights and then show you guys at the end. I'm gonna say 26 grams. Maybe more, but I'm gonna go a low ball on it and say 26 grams. Okay. Being out here in the sweltering heat is worth it. Even though I'm in the shade, guys, I wish you could see my shirt. I am absolutely soaked. But okay, next dig. Okay, got another 30 stone. And this is where all the professional detectorists go, this is why you gotta dig it all. Because I just dug out a soda can, and right next to it I had the same exact signal, and I got a big honking chain that I'm hoping silver. Like I said, I believe I see 925 on there, but my plug is right there. But it's always such a surprise with silver chains. They just ring lower a lot of the time. Like, unless they have like a big pendant on them and it's like a straight up chain, they ring low. Like all of my big silver chains, and I have like 4 or 5 of them, they ring up in the 30s. And I remember the first one I found, I was like, what the hell is this doing ringing so low? It has something to do with the coils or the way the chain itself is made, something along those lines. Someone probably has a better answer than that is watching this. So if you have a better answer, Let's see what we got. This will probably be nothing good. Oh yeah, for sure nothing good. But yeah, anyway, dig it all. Yeah, nothing special. Next dig. 35, 36, 37. Now, what this is typically going to be is a crusty penny, but I've had a lot in this number that have been gold rings. So, dig it all. That's going to be the theory, the whole motto of this video. But yeah, look how hard this ground is. I do like a weird sawing motion on one side, but there's really no good way to make a proper plug in this type of dirt. You know, you really just kind of have to just try to be as tidy as you can, but this is a struggle. Come on. There we go. 34, 36, 37. 38. What will you be, 38? Yep, what'd I say? Crusty penny. Gotta dig a lot of those to get some nice big honking gold rings, but when it happens, it's a great feeling. Next dig. 41. All right. You folks have seen everything so far. This is everything I've dug. And again, I have no idea where I'm getting at as far as the 30 holes goal goes. That was hard to say. But I gotta be starting to get close. It is a hinge. Some type of hinge. Not a penny. Okay, next. Pardon my labored breathing. 33. A lot of 30s tones here. It tells me that this is an area I have not really hit that hard. Couple high tones. A silver chain just sitting there next to some soda can pieces. Now, if only I can get underneath this plug. Typically, my whole goal when I'm digging a plug is just to not destroy the root system up top, but I'm having a hard time doing it today. This field is rather beat up, and they've never had a problem with this here. I just try to stay as tidy as I can. Still a ways away from it. Oh, there's a nice breeze. Thank you, detecting gods. Got it out. What do we have? Another crusty penny. They ring up all over the place. Can't get away from them. Next dig. So I'm convinced I'm surrounded by pennies. 35. Low 40s. 35. Another one somewhere over here. I'm gonna just dig all these out, and if it's anything good, I'll show you, but I'll show you at the end the 4 or 5 pennies I'll have. And there you have it, folks. 5 pennies of 5 different VDI levels, all 36 to 46. Really can't know with pennies, and they make metal detecting tough. Almost worse than the pull tabs that are out here. But it is hot. I'm baking. I don't know if you see the sweat on me, but I'm pouring. And I'm even in the shade over there. I got a handful more in me. I gotta be getting close to 30. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little over 30 at this point. I couldn't even tell you. Numbers aren't working for me right now. But anyway, a few more. Next dig. On with a rather wompy sounding target. 23. 27 that way, and it's 32 from that way. What it could be, heaven only knows. And of course, the ground is going to be hard as a rock. Let's get this out. All right, out of the hole, it's a 25. I'll take a Jeff today. I think that brings me to the cycle. Hello, Jeff. 1980. Not old. I got 1 or 2 in me. What's really pushing me away is this ground. It is taking forever and a day to dig a signal out right now. Next dig. All right. Another pretty nice 30s tone, low 32, 33. These have been somewhat kind to me today. Just this ground, my gosh. There we go, finally. Still down there. At least it said it was down there. Stop it, detector. My detector's been very chattery today. I could probably do like a frequency shift or something, but whatever, it's working. See if I got it. Oh, you'll never guess it. Is that a silver, Jeff? Oh, it's a mixed bag. That's why. We have a penny, non-wheat, not a silver Jeff. It was just sitting on, the penny was sitting on the Jeff. Okay, got a twofer. Clad. Let's get one more. Next dig. All right, everyone. I'm tired. I'm sweating. The sun is baking me. I have a 17. It's the nicest sounding 17 that I've had. If I were to guess, I'd say a lid seal. But this ground is very unforgiving. The heat is unforgiving. And I think it's time for nice ice water and a shower. I don't know if I made it to my 30 signals. I won't know till the end. I'll probably put like a little number in there showing you how many I did dig for this video. But much credit to you, those who don't live near the beaches during the summer. I very much so pick and choose when I hunt parks for a reason, and it's because of stuff like this. Terrible soil conditions and the heat just make it impossible to get their signals efficiently. Oh, it did beep. I was about to say, getting minimal beepage. It's got to be something real teeny. It's a good ways down there. Come on. Number 17. What am I working for? Still down there. That was giving me a very nice signal for such a low conductor at this depth. Come on. Saw something. Looks like, is that a hot rock? Well, it's something. I think it's just aluminum foil. Yeah. All right. So last one's aluminum foil. Great way to end it. And I will see you all at a much needed wrap up after a day like today. See you there. All right, welcome to the wrap up. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching, and please consider throwing a like on the video. It certainly helps it get out there better into the YouTube world and reach a broader audience of people. But all in all, in front of you, you're looking at a pretty weak board, we'll say. I went over there for about an hour and a half, and I gave it everything I got through that heat. But at the end of the day, I was pushed out by the heat and the fact that the grounds were just impenetrable. It was almost impossible to dig. My hands are killing me today from digging out signals. But all in all, not a bad hunt. We'll start with the poopy stuff. Dug out 93 cents of spendable clad and a handful of crusty pennies. This is that clattering I was talking to you folks about in the beginning of the video. I dug this out probably 2 weeks back. Poltab and I, we weren't even recording because the ground was too hard to dig, and I just pulled a few signals on the way out. And one of them just so happened to be a nice, beautiful clattering 14K that isn't a diamond in there. It's some type of blue topaz gem. But all in all, nice gold ring to ring in June, or the end of June. And to the cream of the crop. So I cleaned this thing up, folks, and look at it. It is a beautiful silver chain. No markings, but if you look here, it looks like someone really rigged up a clasp. Maybe it broke at one point, and they just like welded this thing on. I tightened that up, but no markings whatsoever. I did a few tests, and the tests I did, there's a few things you can do to see if it's silver. First thing is to put a magnet to it, make sure it doesn't stick to it. The next thing I did is just dipped a Q-tip in a little bit of bleach and just dotted on it. And if it makes a black mark after a few minutes, typically that tells you it's silver. Also acid tested it as well. So it is a nice silver chain, beautiful piece. And keep this one short and sweet. So in the beginning of the video when I found this, I said it weighed 26 grams, and I was way off, everybody. I was almost halfway off. so here we go with the weight. I have 50.5 grams of silver in a silver chain. So this is hands down my biggest piece of silver I've ever dug out of one hole before. I did find a silver spoon that weighed, I think 35 grams. And I thought that was a lot. I did not expect this to be 50 grams. But at the end of the day, beating myself up in the heat was worth it. Nice silver chain to add to the collection. Gold ring, handful of change. And that's really it. No detecting for me today. I need to wait for this weather to cool down. I can't handle it anymore. I just can't do long hunts. The ground's too hard, so we need a nice cool down and a whole bunch of rain. But again, outside of that, everyone, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next dig.